One thing that I will say is that I am very unsurprised by this article just because that's the premise is something that I've gone through just by direct experience my whole life being someone as low income. But I think one reason for the disconnect between compassion and affluence might be related to this protective barrier that low wealth lends us in society. So affluent people don't really experience like this piling up of vulnerable situations concerning health or lack of resources. And I say a lot of times that poverty kind of charges interest. Like, for instance, if you don't pay to get a checkup for a lump that you have, then the next year, you're going to have to pay for stage 3 cancer treatments. And, if you cannot pay for something, the problem doesn't go away. It just sort of amplifies and builds on top of the other normal stressors that people have in daily life. Affluent people, conversely, do not experience this, and they have resources to fix issues quickly, but they also have the ability to choose high quality solutions, which adds like a sort of extra layer of protection. So because of this, poor people experience pain on a much deeper level that is kind of interwoven through generations and in everyday life. And that experience may trigger sort of a more direct memory that leads to a higher physiological arousal, which may be why that happened in some of the some of the studies. I think it was the cancer patient study where they were checking the heart rates. And one thing that I thought was would be interesting to explore more is compassion overall low towards all groups of people? So even in people of their own group, or is it just certain groups like poor people who struggle at the expense of a competitive economic system who's just like considered to be an out group? And like, are they more likely to feel compassion, watching the video of a cancer patient if they're primed to believe somehow that the video was of another wealthy person? So I think that would be an interesting study to conduct further.